right now on 15 News Now.
I'll have the details for more thunderstorms.
Gas prices are on the rise again nationally. Also, how NSA secret surveillance programs are getting into your personal life. Plus, North Carolina has also passed new restrictions on its abortion clinics. 15 News Now starts right now.
Coverage you can count on. 15 News Now starts now.
The average U.S. price of a gallon of gasoline has jumped 8 cents over the past 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Fred Dawkins. Our top story at this hour, the Lundberg survey of fuel prices released on Sunday says the price of a gallon of regular is $3.67. Mid-grade cost an average of $3.85 a gallon, and premium is at $3.99. Diesel was up 4 cents at $3.93 per gallon. Of the cities surveyed in the lower 48 states, Charleston, South Carolina has the nation's lowest average price for gas at $3.34. Chicago has the highest at $4.10. An Indianapolis church is mourning after a devastating bus crash over the weekend. 37 people were traveling home from a Michigan camp when the brakes failed on their bus only a mile away from home. It slammed into a barrier and flipped onto its side. The youth pastor, his pregnant wife, and a congregation member were killed. 7 teenagers remain hospitalized and 1 is in critical condition. It will now be up to state lawmakers and the governor to decide what action, if any, is needed in the wake of the George Zimmerman not guilty verdict. But hundreds who participated in last week's March for Dignity are demanding they call a special session. Efistana Galvis with Justice for Trayvon was one of those who marched from Jacksonville to Sanford to demand that Florida take action to repeal the state's Stand Your Ground law.
Enough is enough with murdering children and youth in the streets. Enough is enough with racial profiling. Enough is enough with thinking that your life is more valuable than other ones.
Galvis says there's something wrong with Florida's justice system when a domestic violence victim such as Marissa Alexander gets 20 years for firing a warning shot where no one was hurt, while neighborhood watch officer Zimmerman gets acquitted in the shooting death of Trayvon Martin. Join us Tuesday for part 2 of this Dignity Marcher Standfast on Demand special. Extreme weather over the weekend brought flooding to at least 9 states. North Carolina is cleaning up after getting more than a foot of rain in less than 24 hours. Police report at least 2 people are dead. A 48-year-old man and a 10-year-old girl both were swept away by fierce floodwaters.
Once they got in the water, they weren't in for just a few seconds, and the current was so strong that it swept them away.
In New Jersey, rivers flooded near major highways, forcing police to block off lanes. Meanwhile, Hawaii is bracing itself as a tropical storm moves through the Pacific, aiming straight for the island chain. Hawaii has not been hit by a big storm since 1992.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. It's been a warm day here in the Big Bend. We're going to continue to see warm temperatures throughout the area, but a partly cloudy sky this evening. 85 degrees at 7 p.m. with partly cloudy sky, 82 by 9 p.m. and we're down to about 78 at midnight. So definitely a warm evening on tap. We'll get you all the weather information for your Tuesday coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When we come back on 15 News Now, how NSA secret surveillance programs are getting into your personal life. That story coming up only on 15 News Now.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family, so I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
You're watching 15 News Now with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 15 News Now continues.
The NSA secret surveillance programs allowed even low-level analysts to search the private emails and phone calls of Americans. That's the latest word from the reporter who first broke the story. In a weekend interview, Glenn Greenwald told ABC News that NSA employees could search its database and then listen to the calls or read the emails that everything the NSA has stored. Such regulations continue to outrage members of the Senate.
The NSA is literally collecting every phone record of every American every day. And look, the content of those phone calls is not available, but I think knowing when I call somebody, from where I call somebody, and for how long I call somebody is a violation of your privacy. There are apps that you can get on your smartphone or your smart tablet or your computer, Bob, that can take that phone data and give a pretty good impression of what you do during your daily activities. To me, that is a violation of Americans' privacy.
NSA officials are scheduled to testify before the Senate on Wednesday. Well, the government wants major internet companies to turn over your computer password and the passwords of millions of Americans. CNETnews.com reports the move represents a step up in surveillance techniques. If the government has your password, it can be used to log into your account, review your personal information and correspondence, and even impersonate you. The internet companies finally and flatly refuse the government's demands for passwords and other ways to get into personal accounts. Governor Rick Scott says he has less money now than he did when he first ran for governor. A multimillionaire who bankrolled most of his campaign, Scott has reported that his net worth has tumbled from more than $200 million to nearly $84 million. But Floridians don't have a clear picture about his family finances. Scott accepts only $1 a year in salary. He has taken steps to keep his assets shielded from public view. He also has not disclosed the finances of his wife, even though she controls the company that owns the jet he uses. What the governor is doing is legal. Scott's office says he plans to release additional information about his finances this week. Up next on 15 News Now, North Carolina has also passed new restrictions on its abortion clinics. 15 News Now will continue.
Health insurance update.
This just in for all uninsured Americans with or without pre-existing conditions. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. Meanwhile, medical problems continue to be the #1 cause of bankruptcies. Here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans, and yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the number on your screen now, and in less than 10 minutes, you could receive a choice of affordable plans from the Hotline Network. This is not a discount card. You will have access to doctors, hospitals, dental care, infant care, and emergency services. Call the Health Insurance Hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Call 800-794-0825. That's 800-794-0825. Call now.
After a nationally publicized showdown in Texas, North Carolina has also passed new restrictions on its abortion clinics. Those two major developments highlight a big trend in America's abortion battle. Public attitudes have been shifting in a pro-life direction. Heather Sells has more.
The Texas battle to ban abortion at 20 weeks is now a talking point for politicians testing the presidential waters. CBN News obtained exclusive access to a recent gathering of Iowa pastors and found this: Senator Ted Cruz firing up the audience with his take on the Lone Star Showdown.
I'll tell you, the pro-life protesters came to the Capitol. They were arm in arm, singing Amazing Grace. And the pro-abortion protesters responded by chanting, "Hail Satan." You can't make this stuff up.
Libertarian Rand Paul was quick to point out his pro-life position as well.
Because you are committing a violence, and there is a role for government to stop violence.
The Texas bill not only banned abortions after 20 weeks, It upgraded requirements for abortion clinics, and 4 now say they'll close. North Carolina also increased its standards for clinics. So far this year, state lawmakers have passed more than 50 laws restricting abortion. That number pales in comparison to 2011, when lawmakers passed 92. But both sides agree the laws passed this year are more powerful, like in North Dakota and Kansas, which banned abortion on the basis of gender. Public sentiment now appears to support these efforts more than ever. A Washington Post ABC News poll out shows the majority of Americans, 56%, support restricting abortion after 20 weeks. Heather Sells, CBN News.
The Tallahassee Police Department Special Victims Unit is seeking the whereabouts of 14-year-old Vincente Marshall Rodriguez. He was last seen on Sunday in the 1600 block of McCaskill Avenue. Marcela Rodriguez is about 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighs about 135 pounds. Anyone with information about Rodriguez's whereabouts is to call the Tallahassee Police Department at 891-4200. Tallahassee police are investigating shots fired in downtown Tallahassee on Sunday near the intersection of Meridian Street and Magnolia Drive. Witnesses say that they heard 4 to 5 shots fired near the Quick Mart on the corner of Meridian, as well as they saw a man jump a fence running away from the shots. Police arrived on scene moments later, but by that time the suspects had fled. At this time, the Tallahassee Police Department has no suspects or information on anyone being injured. Now, if you have any information about the shooting, you're asked to call the Tallahassee Police Department at 891-4200. Residents of the town of West Texas, the site of a massive fertilizer plant explosion last April, got some relief at the pump. The Soupmobile, a Dallas-based nonprofit that helps feed and shelter homeless people, decided to help the town's residents in an unusual way.
Well, West went through a lot of bad times and still are, but it's great that y'all come by and doing this. It helps people out a lot.
The organization gave $20 worth of free gas to each vehicle that showed up at a local gas station during a 3-hour period.
The Soupmobile brought the group down to let people know we hadn't forgotten about them and to try to remind other people that they're still here and there's still needs.
The organization also gave out free gas to residents last April and hopes to do it again before the year ends.
Up next in weather, I'll give you the latest weather forecast. Could we see any thunderstorms on you Tuesday? I'll let you know.
I can't travel. I can't sit for very long. I can't stand for very long. I can't sleep. It's difficult to find any joy. It's unbelievable how just a few months of taking Nopalea, how it's changed my life, how much better I feel. You just get a total appreciation, new appreciation for life that I haven't had in so long.
With over 8 million bottles of Nopalea sold, we know it will work for you. Pick up the phone and call now. Learn how to get your 32-ounce bottle of Nopalea free. You'll also receive the Secret Killer Special Report that talks about the dangers associated with inflammation and an audio CD that explains the science behind the Nopal Superfruit.
I just know it worked, and it helped me, and it'll help you too.
Get on the road to wellness now.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family, so I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
So don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. A partly cloudy sky out there right now. It's kind of a beautiful evening right now. 86 degrees, so it's on the warm side though. 92 is our current heat index with 71 as our current dew point, 60% humidity, and a west-southwest wind at 6 miles per hour. Throughout the area, we're going to continue to see these warmer temperatures last as the third topic on the weather headlines, but we're also going to see a partly cloudy sky tonight and then some scattered thunderstorms move in for your day on Tuesday. Here's what our forecast looks like on your Tuesday. We do have those scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the area, off and on in nature for the next several days, and temperatures on the hot side. Forecast, if you're heading out and about for tomorrow, or excuse me, for this evening rather, we are going to continue to see those warmer temperatures, but we're going to see a partly cloudy sky overnight tonight. Partly cloudy and 85 at 7 p.m., 82 at 9, by midnight 78 degrees rather. For tonight, we're getting down to, still on the warm side, but down to about 70 degrees. Partly cloudy sky, west wind, switching over to a north wind, 5 to 10. For tomorrow, warm day, definitely warm, that's for sure. 94 degrees as of our daytime high with scattered thunderstorms. Looking ahead at the big 7-day forecast, continuing to see those warmer temperatures, but a little bit cooler. 89 degrees on your Wednesday with scattered thunderstorms on 88 on Thursday. Friday, scattered thunderstorms 89. Same on Saturday. Sunday, isolated thunderstorms, much cooler, 83 degrees. 83 and scattered thunderstorms on Monday. So we're going to continue to see these showers and thunderstorms off and on with warmer temperatures. Don't forget, you can get the latest weather information on our website. That's WSFD15.com.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment, what happens when mom takes the day off? That's coming up on Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You go to college for the knowledge, but a little cash doesn't hurt either. So what majors pay the most? List ahead on Money Talks News.
Mom! Mom! Mom? Oh.
This mom was lucky that her daughter happened to stop by. Can your mom or dad reach a phone in such an emergency? The solution is Life Alert. Life Alert saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes.
Linda, thank you for finding Life Alert for me. I feel much safer having it.
Whenever my mother needed help, Life Alert was there.
Because of Life Alert, my mother's life was saved.
Life Alert definitely saved my mother-in-law's life that day. There's no doubt about it.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. That's 1-800-821-5206. Call now, 1-800-821-5206. For a free brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. 1-800-821-5206.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family, so I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
So don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
What's a good way to give a busy mom a break and give the kids some extra fun as well? In today's Focus on the Family, Dr. Bill Meyer says it's time for Mr. Mom.
You want to put it in the dishwasher? Want to put it in the dishwasher? Good.
It's controlled chaos at the Tracy home today. Well, it's mostly controlled.
Not too much. Whoa!
John Tracy is playing Mr. Mom today and getting a bit of an education in the process.
What should we do with this? Here, don't tell Mom, okay?
And where is Mom? Well, John's giving his wife Amy a well-deserved day of pampering at a local day spa.
It's gonna look much more fuller. We're gonna trim the ends.
Amy's day of relaxation is quite a contrast to her normal routine. With 3 kids under 8, John is experiencing a taste of that today.
Oh, hold over there, Noah. That is quite a mess you're making.
Yogurt mustache there.
You think it's funny, huh, Cam?
I think men truly appreciate what their wives go through because they can understand how draining it is. And a woman needs that desperately. She needs that day off. It's the best gift a dad can give a mom.
You tell the story, too. Can you tell the story?
So while John helps Amy recharge her batteries,
all right.
he's also investing in his kids.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
In a child, when they begin to trust their father, their self-esteem, their self-confidence just comes way up.
We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one.
And what's John taking away from his day as Mr. Mom?
Yeah, it'll work. It's easy for guys to take for granted what their wives do in a day. And so I think it's important to praise her for, hey, look, who cares about the fact that dishes aren't clean and we didn't get the vacuuming done? You spent time with the kids today, and ultimately that's what's most important.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
Dr. Meyer says dads might consider giving mom a whole day off at least once every few months. For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, WSFD15.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. It's that time of year again when students are thinking of what to study to help them get a good job when they graduate. Money expert Stacy Johnson has a list of the best college majors for big salaries.
Whether you're a new student or a professional returning to school, choosing a major is one of the most important things you'll do. When it comes to majors, if money's the motivation, all you have to remember is STEM. The S stands for science, the T for technology, the E for engineering, and the M for math. The top 5 college majors for lucrative salaries, at least according to payscale.com, are number 5, computer engineering, with an average starting salary of $62,700. Number 4, electrical engineering, average starting pay $63,000. Number 3, nuclear engineering, average starting pay about $67,000. Number 2, chemical engineering, $67,500 to start. And the number 1 major for highest starting salary, petroleum engineering. They're averaging $98,000 to start. Not interested in science, technology, engineering, or math? No worries. Here's a list of the top 5 industries hiring recent graduates. Schools, colleges, universities, and training centers are hiring the most recent graduates, offering an average salary of around $40,000. Next, technical jobs such as engineering, accounting, computer. They're starting recent graduates about $48,000. Number 3, healthcare and social assistance companies, averaging $43,000 to start. Number 2, federal, state, and local jobs, starting near $46,000. And finally, finance and insurance companies, averaging almost $53,000 a year for recent grads. Bottom line, a college experience should never be all about the money, but it is nice to know there might be a job waiting for you when you graduate. You want more information? Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for college majors. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got a lot of information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, WSFD15.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
As I get ready to go into surgery, I remind myself what it's about. It's about God. It's about caring. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about back pain. It's about neck pain. It's about questions. It's about answers. It's about people, not just patients. It's about you. It's about us. It is Heartland Spine. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Folks, that does it for this edition of 15 News Now. Thanks for joining Dustin and me. Remember, if you see news happen or you have videos or pictures you'd like for us to upload for our newscast, you can do so by emailing us at news@dawkinsbroadcastgroup.com. God bless everyone.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@dawkinsbroadcastgroup.com.